Hey guys, Dylan Tommy here, hanging out with the Mbuna, and I've noticed some interesting behavior with a lot of these fish tonight. I noticed the Auratus, who's hiding out in his cave now, was testing Mr. Man, and we got a lot of these fish kind of riled up. Even the Demasonized defending some territory right here, and Mr. Man is holding it down. He's hot right now. The Auratus kind of tested him, tested his hole, tried to get in there, and I'll show you some footage of that. We'll cut it in right now. But yeah, Mr. Man didn't like that. He came out and he started regulating his tank. He's the boss. You don't mess with this guy. He runs the show. And that's what he's doing now. He's regulating his tank. Kind of cruising. Making sure everybody is where he wants them to be. But the Auratus, that was the first time I've ever seen him kind of get into that scape and go head to head with Mr. Man. I mean, Mr. Man was down here in his little rock cave, and the Auratus is kind of going after him. Not necessarily trying to get in there, but testing him. Look at him. He's hot now. Sometime when he gets going, we get these other fish kind of puffing their chest up. Gets them all active. But everybody seems cool besides Mr. Man. Oh, here comes the Auratus again. Let's see what happens here. There might be a power play between the two of them. They're the two most aggressive fish in the tank. I mean, Mr. Man used to go head to head with a Tug, but I haven't seen those battles in several months. It's the Auratus that really wants to kind of show its stuff. It's a big fish, about the same size as Mr. Man, but that dominant Cichlid has always been the main man, the number one. He just really had no competitors from the beginning, and he's always, took on that number one role. I've always said he's a good boss. I really think he is, because he does a good job at regulating other fish and breaking up other battles and kind of keeping this tank, stress-free. When you got a good boss that runs the show. Oh, look at this. He is testing him. He's not really having it too. Look at this. He's not even phased. He's not even moving. That's great. You are awesome, dude. Yeah. He is, he's the commander. He's in charge. This Auratus thought he was going to be a punk tonight, but you can't test Mr. Man. Because look how cool and calm he is, just hanging up here. He knows where he's at. He knows what he's doing. He's just not being bothered. He's staying right in the middle of his tank, and he's kind of watching the show. And look at him. He's swimming around. He's swimming around Mr. Man's territory. But I know if he heads into any of these rock caves, this Cichlid will be all over him. Some Mbuna behavior tonight. Just letting you know, Mr. Man's always my man. I enjoy keeping this fish in the tank. Like I said, he's the number one. He's the boss. And he does a good job at keeping this tank the way it is. So I would hope that it always continues that way, and you know, the Auratus never, you know, beats him out for a number one spot or something like that. Hopefully he can hold it down. But thanks for hanging out, guys. I wanted to show you some Mbuna behavior. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this little power play. Look, he's kind of coming over here. Everything's fair game until you get into these caves. Once you're in the cave, it's not your home. It's Mr. Man's home, and he's gonna kick you out because this is his tank. Thanks for hanging, guys. Y'all have a good one. Peace.